To better understand you, you say I'm a handful. I'm in your head like Cantu. I tell you what I can do. Be a better man than you. This Henny made me ramble.
Everyone's Blue Nova, and I'm here to bring you a new tutorial on Bryson Tiller's new song called Cancelled. This really just gonna be a quick run through of exactly how to get that same exact quality that you hear in his song. So we're gonna jump straight into it. What I'm gonna do is turn off everything we have here on the master. We're just gonna work with the lead vocal for right now. So we're gonna right click and solo this. And what we're gonna do is turn off all these other effects. Now within this song, within Bryson Tiller's song, this one is more so, I guess, in the rapping kind of area. So I guess this kind of pertains more for people who do the who do more of the singing rap kind of thing. So with that being said, there's, although it's more rapping, there's a little bit of auto-tune in his vocals. Not too much, but just to straighten out the path of how he's, how he's exerting his voice in the song. So what I have right here, I kept the key is C, the scale, minor, input type, low male voice. I turned the retune speed all the way to 10. You can put it to less, but I usually keep it around 10. Everything else you can freeze the screen and copy these settings, but I'm gonna go ahead and play what we have right here.
Not like how I heard you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you. You say I'm a handful. I'm in your head like Cantu. I tell you what I can do.
Now without that auto-tune on it, this would have sound like.
Not like how I heard you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you.
And going back with it.
Not like how I heard you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to.
See, so it's not really, it's not too much of a difference, but it does matter a little bit. If you don't have auto-tune and Terrace, if you don't have Terrace auto-tune, then I have it on a backup, which is Picture in FL Studio. It'll give you the same exact quality. It's set the same key and it's set in minor. But I'm just gonna skip that since we already have auto-tune here. The next thing we're gonna have is gonna be a Fruity limiter. But what you wanna do is click on compressor, and then that's gonna bring up the compression. Now for the levels that we have right here, you wanna set your release down straight in the middle to about 79.35 milliseconds. The head, you can bring that down to 0.45 milliseconds. With the ratio, turn it all the way to the right. With the knee, turn that all the way to the right. You want to bring your threshold down to where the compression is active on your vocals, but not overly done. So I'm going to play it, and also you'll get a visual presentation of what I mean.
Not like how I heard you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you. You say I'm a handful. I'm in your head like Cantu.
So you can see the purple is what's been chipped off. The white or the gray area is what's been left on the vocal. So the next thing we're gonna have is gonna be Fruity Parametric EQ2. Now with this is gonna clean up the vocal and it's gonna brighten it too. So what we went ahead and did is just cut out some of the low frequency and then boosted some of the high end frequency at around 10 hertz or 10 kilohertz. And within the mid frequency, you just want to do really just a vocal sweep and just like find exactly where in a vocal some of those sounds are really just too much. So what I went ahead and did is just cut within these areas. I'm not going to try to go too in depth with the numbers and settings, but like I said, if you want this, if you want the folder with my vocals, which is a bonus, my vocals will be a bonus within the folder, you can get it at bluenovabeats.com. Now I'm going to play what we have right here.
Not like how I heard you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you.
Now the next thing we're going to have is going to be De-essing stereo by Waves. What you want to do is just bring your threshold down to about -32. This may vary sometimes depending on how harsh your S's are in your song. So you kind of just want to bring it down to where it's really at the tip of the blue mark, or sometimes you can bring it down a little bit past that. But with the audio, just have it on split. Frequency is going to be 5506. Sidechain, make sure it's on high pass. Monitor is going to be audio. And now we're going to play it.
Not like how I heard you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you. You say I'm a handful. I'm in your head like Cantu.
Now the next thing we're going to have is going to be Fruity Chorus. Bryson Tiller's vocals, there's always this kind of wide stereo imaging kind of effect within his vocals. It's not too much, but you want to bring it to about 20%. Within this song, it's not too much as opposed to some of his other songs. And with that, these are pretty much the settings I had for it. And we're going to just play what we have right now.
Not like how I hurt you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you. You say I'm a handful, I'm in your head like Cantu.
Now the next thing we're gonna have is Fruity Reverb 2, and also bear with me. I know right now the vocals sound a little bit low. We're gonna end up bringing that all up to great levels and where everybody can enjoy it. So that's gonna be towards the end around the mastering. The next thing we're gonna have is a reverb. Bryson Tiller's vocals in here, there wasn't a lot of reverb with his vocals whenever he raps. So I noticed it's always like a thin layer of reverb. So you want to kill all the bass out of the reverb, and the same with the low cut frequency. With the wetness, you want to have it about like at 20%, and everything else you kind of pretty much just want to copy the settings, or like I said, get the same exact thing on my site, bluenovabeats.com. But aside from that, we're gonna play what we have right here with the reverb.
Not like how I hurt you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you.
Now what we have right here is going to be the Fruity limiter. What it's going to do is bring up the level in the vocal. So what I usually do is just bring the ceiling down to -3, and you want to have your release all the way down to 0. The attack and the head, you want to leave those alone, and just bring up the gain until your vocals are with that within the -3 decibel range. So we're gonna play what we have right here.
Not like how I hurt you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you. You say I'm a handful, I'm in your head like Cantu.
And the last thing on here is basically gonna be a multi-band compression, which we're gonna use Maximus for. What we're gonna do is just bring down the bands right here to -18 in the low frequency. In the mid frequency, just leave that alone. Your high, the high frequency right here is basically going to compress some of those harsh S's and high frequencies that are, I guess, that are too emphasized within the vocal. So that's really just going to compress that field. With the release, any of these knobs, you don't want to mess with it, but we're just going to bring it down to -12. And also notice, looking at Bryson Tiller's vocals, just reading off the levels, I can kind of see around the high frequencies were at -12. So we want to keep it at that range. Now what we're going to do is play it, and also you want to add a little bit of saturation to -3. It's basically going to act as a ceiling and not over compress it or limit it in any ways. It's basically just going to be that cutoff mark. What you want to do for to get that is just bring over the saturation to the left by 0%, and the ceiling, you just want to bring that down to -3. Now we're going to play it.
Not like how I hurt you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you. You say I'm a handful, I'm in your head like Cantu. I tell you what I can do, be a better man than you, this Henny man.
So now that we have that, the next thing is really we're just gonna play with the beat, and you're gonna hear the quality of it with the song just mixed. The master, we're gonna add that right after you hear this preview of how it sounds like.
Not like how I hurt you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you. You say I'm a handful, I'm in your head like Cantu. I tell you what I can do.
Now with that, the first thing we're gonna have on our master channel, we're gonna have Isotope Ozone 5. We're gonna use the equalizer, and basically is gonna cut off the high end frequency. You want to go to the 8th band, click down, go to low pass, then brick wall, select that. Once you have that, bring that in to 14,979 hertz, and that's gonna cut off the high end frequency and clean up the mix some. So now we're gonna hear what it sounds like.
Not like how I hurt you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you.
Now the next thing we're gonna have is gonna be Isotope Ozone 5 Maximizer. What this is gonna do is bring up the overall sound of the entire mix. So you're basically just gonna get the song a little bit louder. So what you want to do is just bring the threshold down to -3, and this is what it's gonna sound like.
Not like how I hurt you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a manual to better understand you. You say I'm a handful, I'm in your head like Cantu.
Now, if you don't have these, just know I have you on the backup. So I have some, I have a master EQ right here using the Fruity Convolver, and I also have the stock limiter in FL Studio, which is also going to do the same thing. It's basically going to bring it up by 3 decibels and bring your release down to 0. You're ahead. You just want to right click, hit reset, and the attack, you want to have it at 1.92 milliseconds. With the master EQ right here, I know it's kind of hard to get it like this. I know it took me a while to get this cut off in the Convolver, but like I said, if you need it, everything will be laid out for you within the folder, bluenovabeats.com, including the raw vocals. So bonus upon bonus. Now I'm gonna play it and show you that we're gonna get the same exact thing as opposed to using third-party plugins.
Not like how I heard you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a man you to better understand you. You say I'm a handful.
Now going back using the third-party plugins.
Not like how I heard you, this I do is hurtful. You feel like a damn fool. I wish I had a man you to.
So you pretty much get the same exact thing. Just still using these stock plugins that I set up for y'all. But if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot me a message. You can go to Blue Nova Beats and do that. Shoot me a message. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification, hit the bell icon, get notified anytime I have a new upload. Also, just comment whoever you want to see next. If you need your songs personally mixed and mastered, you can go to bluenovabeats.com and contact me on the contact form on the bottom. If you need any beats, the beat store is right there. You get anything you want. But appreciate you all for watching. I'll catch you all in the next tutorial.
Stressed to my damsel, but she say I'm canceled. Just got back in touch with her. Used to talk a lot. Used to down a ride. I can't do this.